It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and in this video, we're going to talk about the next two events on Hero Wars Facebook and web. We know that we have a one-day Time of the Fearless event going live once the Great Storm ends, and then this weekend event is the Dark Mage Jorgen-focused event. We're going to talk a little bit more in detail about the spend, ROI, and all of that on these two events in just a second. I kind of wanted to tackle the discussion about the hero Jorgen. Now, a lot of people don't level up Jorgen because of Sebastian, and while part of Jorgen's kit is absolutely shut down by Sebastian, if you don't deal with Sebastian's ult, which is super easy to deal with, he's still a fantastic hero. He's one of the best heroes in the game, one of the few heroes that can manipulate energy, and energy is such a huge part of fighting because that's when your heroes ult. Messing up an enemy team's timing is really nice. It's really nice. Anyway, you can get Jorgen Soulstones from the Outland shop, though I would recommend not spending Outland coins on Jorgen Soulstones if you can help it. That's why an event like this is okay, though I wish it was a different event. I was hoping to get the Light Super Titan event today. Now, my favorite team, and I just want to show this off real quick. My favorite team with this line, with Jorgen, is still my my waifu line, my Leon line. So here's an example of a team: Rufus, Dante, Sebastian, Iris, Dorian. Maybe not the classic line. Maybe this one is probably a little bit better. Yeah, let's go with this one right here. Let's go with this one right here. So let's just do max testing on it. We're gonna go with probably Biscuit, Kane, Oliver, since we're on defense. Let's do Albus, I guess, and then Axel. Let's try this line out. So this is still one of my all-time favorite Jorgen teams. I built this team on a different server: Aurora, Celeste, Jorgen, Faceless, and Leon. The reason why this works out so well is because you have 2-3 heroes with magic attack artifacts: Celeste, Jorgen, and Leon, and then you have a hero with a magic penetration artifact, Faceless, and this hero happens to be able to copy an ultimate. All 4 of the ultimates are good to copy, whether it's doing an area of effect hit with Aurora at double the effectiveness, whether it's an extra heal, an extra Jorgen control thing, or just copying Leon's sleep for a little bit more control there. But the reason why I kind of stopped building up this team, I kind of saw the writing on the wall a little bit with the resurgence of Rufus, Dante teams. This team is really difficult to beat with this line. You're going to see right here that I'm actually not going to lose. I'm going to time out. And the main reason why is because of Rufus. I don't really have any physical damage dealers on this team. Now, often 1 or 2 of my heroes will die. Usually it's the Aurora that will die first, but in this case it was Jorgen. I didn't put any pet on Jorgen. I didn't think I really needed it, but Oliver's probably the best pet to use in this instance. But you can see Celeste and Faceless tanked Dante just fine. As you can see, you just really can't burn down this Rufus. So there's a lot of options that you can go with instead. Let's see, skip battle. You can use, instead of Faceless in this instance, you could use like Jet. Jet would be an interesting choice because he let's go ahead and put Oliver on there so we can stay alive. Provides an armor artifact, which is good against Dante teams, but again, the problem isn't that we are dying, that we need the defense against Dante. The problem is we're not doing physical damage. Jet actually has an ability that stops the healing, which if you time it properly, it can prevent Rufus's revive, but it has to, the timing has to be there. And usually what ends up happening is you still time out. Without having that magic penetration artifact, this team doesn't really have as much of an oomph. It's more of a grindy control team, probably better on like defense. You see, I'm not even going to be able to kill. Okay, so I did kill Iris there. We're just going to run out of time. We're just not going to have enough time there. We might be able to get Rufus down. Yeah, it's just not going to work. Maybe in manual mode we could do it, but it's not going to happen. If we threw in a physical attacking hero like, I don't know, Yasmin or Ishmael or Kark, then this line could be significantly better. Let's just throw in Kark or Dante, honestly, if you want to level up Dante. But the point of this is to kind of discuss the fact that, you can still use Jorgen against lines with Sebastian in it, it does slow down. You can see that Rufus doesn't use his ult at all in this fight, his magic shield, which is important against the team like this. But yeah, see, just adding in a good physical attacking hero is what lets me do it. Rufus didn't use his ult at all, which is one of the main reasons why you would include Jorgen in this line. I don't think I even saw Dante really use it before we killed him either, but that's not really the point. The main problem is Sebastian counters Jorgen's ultimate, which is one of the best, strongest abilities in the game. Blocks energy gain for a few seconds. I probably wouldn't use Zhu in this instance because he does pure damage, which, you know, it will trigger Rufus. So I don't know. Maybe you do have to be a little bit choosy on which physical attacker that you use here. Now, it is worth mentioning that without Rufus, this team does... Oh, yeah, let's remove that. This team does really well. Let's see. We'll probably do Axel and Kane, probably Oliver, and then we'll throw... I guess we can't do a pet here unless we switch this to Mara. Although I don't know that you would use Mara on your Axel tank. I guess it's possible. Let's just leave this like this for now. So let's go back to our original team that we like so much. This is probably fine. You can see you still have that enemy Sebastian in there. The trick here is going to be not getting stun locked to death by that enemy Arachne, but it should be okay. We should be able to just blow her up before we get that stun lock down. Yeah, see, there you go. So this team is really, really strong. It just struggles against Rufus without adding in one or two support hero choices. And I found that against just about every team aside from Rufus teams, this line is really strong. Again, 1 magic penetration artifact, 3 magic attack artifacts, and a tank that does magic damage. Obviously, there's some nuances between these skills, and they're all interchangeable with certain support heroes based on the situation, but very strong team. One of my favorite teams of all time. Can't actually remember who told me about this team. So if you guys remember who that was, please let me know in the comment section down below. Anyway, on to the event itself. We have a 1-day Time of the Fearless going live in just a little bit. Absolutely free to play event aside from the Reach VIP rank 5. You shouldn't have any trouble spending 1,500 energy if you really want to, though I don't know that I would recommend going out of your way for this if you don't have the 1,500 energy. It's nice for a little bit of resources, but it could be a higher ROI event. And these 1 day like this, I'm not sure why they even stuck this in here. But yeah, it's followed shortly by the Jorgen event. It's called the Dark Mage. What I have on screen here is the Kark event, but I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same. You can see the return on investment on events like this. It's 48% if you max it out, which is average. But the main reward being Jorgen dolls containing Jorgen items and things to level up heroes. Can't go wrong with it, especially if you're still trying to get Jorgen. I wouldn't recommend maxing Jorgen. You just don't need to. Not for any sweet spot discussion or anything like that. You just don't need to max Jorgen for why you would bring him to a fight. You know, the big magic damage hit is part of it, but you know, really the energy management with his whatever ability it is why you bring him. VIP, you know, it's whatever. You can see that spending 100 emeralds is the maximum ROI you can invest in this event, but spending energy, 15,000 energy in 3 days is a very tall order. I would recommend stopping at 2,500 across 3 days if you can. So I want to go ahead and put on screen now 2 videos, one discussing why you should level Jorgen and another discussing why you should not level Jorgen. Gotten a lot of flack for these styles of videos in the past, but I don't care. I still stand behind the content in the videos. They're not clickbait, I promise. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.